Good morning, everyone. My name is Nick Bryan. I work with Long Building Technologies out of our Fort Collins office. Today, I have Gary Cornwell with Daikin Applied for me today, who will be running through our water source heat pump offering. And with that, I'll hand it over to Gary.
Thank you, Nick. Well, welcome everybody. I'm going to go over I'm Gary Cornwell, the application engineer for the Daikin water source heat pump products. This morning, I'm going to cover our water source heat pump product lineup offering. Just the first thing of note is that all units are either going to be connected to a tower boiler system or a geothermal closed loop. So now let's look at our water source heat pump product lineup, starting with our Infinity products. So these next two slides, I'll show you our water source heat pump product family for both the Infinity and the Smart Source models. As you see on the screen here is our Infinity models. It's a water source heat pump products come in many different shapes and sizes. Our Smart Source models are similar in shape to the previous slide that had our Infinity products. All of our water source heat pump units include a common Microtech 3 control platform. Here's a look at our Microtech 3 unit controller. It basically controls the heat pump operation from either a conventional wall thermostat or a space sensor. It includes built-in time delays and safety circuits to protect the compressor from failure. And then one thing of note is that all of our water source heat pump units include a condensate overflow sensor as standard. Also, all of our water source heat pump units include a reversing valve as standard. This thing of note is our reversing valves are energized internally on a call for heating. Next is our water source heat pump unit options and accessories. Starting with a non-fused disconnect switch, so a stainless steel drain pan, a motorized water valve for variable pumping applications, different air filters, 1 inch, 2 inch, or 4 inch, 4 different fan motor types, a backnet or lawn work communication card, a water side economizer option, hot gas reheat option, and a 2-stage unloading scroll compressor for the 2-stage models. We also offer factory installed loop pumps, a hydronic heating option, leaving water temperature sensor for freeze protection, a 75 VA transformer, and a auto flow control valve. We also have a water pressure differential switch for proof of flow control. And then here's our 4 different fan motors, a PSC motor, or either an EC constant torque or an EC constant CFM motor offering. We now have a 3-tier product offering, starting with our base tier Smart Source compact model at the bottom left of the slide. Then our mid-tier horizontal and vertical models in the middle of the chart. And then last but not least, our high-tier Smart Source premium model in the upper right. So let's take a look at our product lineup, starting with our newest model, our base tier horizontal Smart Source compact model, or the WGCH. The height is often a critical dimension for horizontal units since they are hung above the ceiling. The Smart Source Compact will be up to 4 inches shorter than the same size Infinity model. Daikin's drain pan is internally sloped, therefore the unit can be installed level and the condensate will drain naturally from the pan. This means that our cabinet height is the installed height of the unit. For the competitors' units that have a drain pan that's not internally sloped, then their unit must be installed with a pitch to ensure the condensate drainage. So this means that their installed height will be greater than their listed cabinet height. I look at some of the features and options that will help you be successful in selling this product. Here's what's new on the Compact. For standard features, as with all the Smart Source units, Compact has dual level vibration isolation on the compressor. The PSC motor on all sizes will now have 3 speeds availability where you only had 1 or 2 speeds on the Infinity. We also have a number of new options. We have that 2-stage WGDH model. We have 2 EC motor options. You can pick between the lower cost constant torque EC motor or the constant CFM ECM motor that has a 4-position airflow switch. We've added a 4-inch MERV 13 filter, and then there are 9 more options that were not available on Infinity, including hot gas reheat, internally mounted valve, and a sound package on all sizes. There is no other water source heat pump manufacturer that offers this wide range of options on their compact type unit. Next is our mid-tier Infinity horizontal model, which none of our competitors offer. So over the past 15 years, the Infinity model, WCCH, WCCW, has been our top selling model. In fact, year after year, it has accounted for over half of all water source heat pumps that Daikin ships annually. And if we didn't have the #1 market share of the 1/2 to 6 ton horizontal water source heat pumps on the market, we were no worse than a close second. The Infinity model comes in 2 models, the WCCH, which is a standard range unit, and then the WCCW, the extended range version of the WCCH. It's available in 5 different cabinet sizes from a 1/2 ton up to a 6 ton model. Next is our high tier premium efficiency models, our single stage WGSH model, and our 2-stage WGTH model. The Smart Source premium models are our top of the line and most efficient models. It includes the most features of any other manufacturer. We offer a lot of options on this product. Here we go. Here we have an illustration of the 2-stage scroll compressor. So it's the bypass port that you see on the upper left. It's built into the scroll set that is either open or closed that allows for part or full load operation. Next is our large capacity horizontal products, also part of the Infinity lineup and shares the same model as the smaller sizes, WCCH and WCCW. It's available in a 6, 8, and 10 ton capacity model, available in left-hand return only. It has dual refrigerant circuits, dual compressors, a belt drive fan system. And then some of the popular options for this model are the water side economizer and hot gas reheat. Next, let's look at our vertical water source heat pump product offering. Again, just like a horizontal products, we have a 3-tier product offering, starting with our base tier vertical model, our WGCV, the Smart Source Compact. Just like the horizontal model, it's our lowest efficiency and the lowest priced model. It has similar dimensions of those of the Infinity or model and very similar dimensions to the competition. I meant to say it has smaller dimensions than the Infinity, but similar to the competitors' products. With this compact dimensions, makes it very useful for new construction and ideal for the replacement market, especially for anyone's old R22 products and the old McQuay legacy models. We keep plenty of these units in stock. Let me get this screen. It includes many standard features, starting with a swing out control box, a stainless steel drain pan, rotary or scroll compressors, double compressor isolation for sound attenuation, copper heat exchanger, and multiple motor options. This model includes a viewing port in the front panel for easy service diagnosis. Next is our mid-tier Infinity model, the WVFC or the WVFW. Just like the horizontal Infinity, none of our competitors offer a mid-tier vertical model. It has slightly larger dimensions than our compact model, and the efficiencies approach those of the premium models. We offer this product in sizes from a 3/4 ton up to a 6 ton with many different options. Some of the popular options for this model are the EC motor with a 4-position fan speed switch, internal electric heat, and an internal motorized valve for variable pumping applications. Next is our high tier premium efficiency models, our single stage WGSV and our 2-stage WGTV model. Just like the horizontal, the Smart Source premium models are the top of the line and most efficient models. It also includes the most features and options of any other manufacturer, some of which you see here on the screen. So let's recap how we're positioning our different water source heat pump models. This is how you should start viewing our Smart Source horizontal and vertical water source heat pump product lines as a good, better, or best offering. The base tier product is the Smart Source Compact with the smallest cabinet size and the lowest price, but also the lowest efficiency. The mid-tier Infinity models may be our oldest platform, but they have some of the advantages that would force our competitors to bid their high-tier models. And then finally, our high-tier Smart Source models is a platform to use for owner-occupied projects. Schools are the #1 applications for premium models, as they'll reap the benefits of the lowest life cycle cost and sound levels. So finally, take advantage of the flexibility between all three of these models. Mix and match the Compact and the Infinity, or the Infinity and the Premium on a project to meet the overall system efficiency you need to obtain. 3 is better than 2, so use all 3 models in our 3-tier offering to your advantage. Next is our large capacity vertical water source heat pumps, the LVC or LVW. They're available in 6 sizes from a 6-ton up to a 25-ton. They have dual refrigerant circuits with dual compressors, a belt drive fan system, and then some of the popular options are water side economizer and hot gas reheat. They're available in multiple airflow configurations. The return air was always considered the front of the unit for this model. Next is our console water source heat pump units. They're available from a 1/2 ton up to 1.5 ton in both a flat top and a slope top configuration, and then also in a high sill and low sill configuration. We have a very high market share, and are very competitive with this product. You can see here we have lots of features and options. Next is our vertical stack water source heat pump units. So this is one of the products that's gone crazy over the last several years. There's been a huge demand for this product. We've sold a lot of jobs up the East Coast in Boston, New York City, and then into the West in Chicago and California. The market is growing. Great efficiencies compared to the competition. We have lots of options, and we stock these units for mock-up installations. The chassis and the cabinet are separate components. Typically, it's a staged installation, so the cabinets and the risers are installed first, followed by the chassis and the hoses, then the return air panels and discharge grills. The cabinets are available in sizes 63.5 inch, 80 inch, 88 inch, 92, and 96 inch high. The perforated knockouts must be removed in the field for the discharge air and the riser locations. Some of the factory options, the EC fan motor, closed cell foam insulation, geothermal for extended range applications, compressor sound blankets, a BACnet or lawnwork communication card, and different filter options. We also offer different factory installed piping packages that include a Y strainer, a flow control valve, and a 2-way motorized valve for variable pumping applications. We have a hydronic heating option available for hybrid applications. And then our 63.5 inch short stack unit. It's available on a top supply only, intended for ducted applications, and typically installed in a closet behind the louvered door. And now the last product, our new Smart Source DOAS unit, model WGOV. So while the cabinet configuration shares similarities with the Infinity LVC, the refrigeration system, fan system, and controls are all brand new. This is Daikin's first water source heat pump that has been designed specifically for use with 100% outside air. It can cool entering air as high as 120 degrees and heat air as low as 0 degrees and deliver it to the space at neutral air conditions. So there are 4 key components that are being used for the first time in a Daikin water source heat pump DOAS unit. The multi-stage uneven capacity tandem compressors, assembly developed by Copeland, a shaftless blower system with an EC motor, the latest advancement in brace plate heat exchanger technology, and then Daikin's newest Microtrack control platform. So the compressor tandem consists of 2-stage scroll compressors that are mounted on common rails and piped together into a single circuit. The compressors are not the same capacity. For example, a 10-ton tandem may have one 4-ton compressor and one 6-ton compressor. With these uneven capacity levels, the different combinations of being on or off, operating at loaded or unloaded, they result in 8 steps of capacity control as shown in the graph. The minimum capacity level varies a little bit between the different size tandems, but it's typically around 30%. Next is the new fan technology. The EC motor is integral to the blower assembly. The motor stator is fixed to the blower housing with the 4 legs you see in the upper picture. The rotor is attached to the hub of the blower wheel. And then the module you'll see attached to the outside of the blower housing is the electronic controller for the motor. Our units may have 2 of these blower assemblies depending on the nominal size. Each unit has a wide range of airflow and external static pressure capability. All the units are capable of achieving at least 2 inches of static at nominal airflow. This chart shows the fan operating range for our nominal 1600 CFM model. With this unit, if using the single blower option, you can meet a requirement of 1200 CFM at 2 inches of static or 2000 CFM at 1 inches of static. If you need a 2 inches static at the same 2000 CFM point, you would need to pick the dual blower option. Because these EC motors, we have developed both constant volume and variable air volume control sequences. For constant volume applications, you will simply program the airflow you want and the fan speed will self-adjust itself. Our VAV options are covered in more detail in a different presentation. The brace plate heat exchangers used for the Smart Source DOAS units are not the same as the old brace plate heat exchangers from the past. What's different is the asymmetric design. As the graphic shows here, the design has a larger water passages shown in the blue compared to the refrigerant passages shown in red. With this new design and minimum flow rates that we have established to ensure turbulent flow, it's very unlikely that fouling will ever occur. Compared to traditional coax coils of similar capacity, the brace plate provides high efficiency and a low water pressure drop, and also costs less than the coax coil. The older brace plate designs required a 60 mesh strainer to filter debris from the water. With a new asymmetric design, requires a 20 mesh strainer, which is the same strainer that we already offer as an accessory in our hose kits for the units with the coax style heat exchangers. And then in some locations, there's a need to design for winter temperatures below the capacity of the unit. In this case, the entering air must be preheated to a point where the DOAS unit can achieve the desired discharge air temperatures. So logic for preheat control is standard on all of our Smart Source DOAS units. If the unit reaches maximum capacity and cannot maintain the discharge air set point, a 0 to 10 volt output signal is modulated until the discharge air temperature set point is met. This signal can control a modulating valve like one of the accessory valves offered for use with our factory installed hydronic preheat coil, or you could use it to control an SCR controlled field installed electric duct heater. So that concludes my presentation this morning.
Thanks again, everyone, for joining. Gary, thanks for your time and your presentation, and we'll see you all here soon. Thank you.